MACI, Michigan Automotive Compressor, Inc., Vice President Steve Sauter and Joe Shaughnessy. Guys, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
To you too, thanks.
Looking forward to 4 days off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Steve and Joe are long timers at MACI. You were there at the very beginning, some 30 years ago. Congratulations on
Thanks.
great run.
It's been a great career.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, a couple of East Side guys that have done pretty well. So
That's awesome. What years did you both start? Do you remember?
I started in '98.
And 98,
Sorry,
89,
89.
94.
Okay. Wow. Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what a really a gift the community has had from MACI over the years, not just in all the employees and families that have benefited from a great job, but all the things that the company has done for the community, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
That
Thank
is
you.
part of our philosophy.
Yeah.
Jackson County's largest manufacturing employer.
We are. Yeah.
Yeah, one of our strongest employers, really in the region. Talk a little bit about that and what the culture is like, and of course, you both being there so long, must be a great culture for you two to have careers there.
So that's what our job focuses on, is our management philosophy. So customers first, our associates are our most important asset, and we're committed to being a community partner. So I think those align with our personal values, and that's what's kept us there for so long, especially the focus on the people in the community.
Yeah.
Sure.
We've both done volunteer activity through United Way, been on community boards, a lot of other participation.
Yeah, I remember the very first time you hung those mission statements up throughout the plant. They haven't changed.
Correct.
They're the same. They're
Yep.
physically the same framed mission statement
are.
all these years.
That's right.
A couple of exciting things happening with the changes in automobiles toward electric. How is that going to be impacting MACI?
Well, the compressor that we make now is a piston-style compressor, and it's used just for cooling the cabin. With the new EVs, the compressor not only cools the cabin, but is also used to cool the battery during charging, so that you can enable some of the fast charging and take some of that range anxiety out that people have. The compressor will change from a piston style to a scroll style, so our entire process is about to change. We were just able to announce internally the kickoff for this project and what it's going to bring within MACI, and so we'll be adding some new die-cast finishing equipment. We'll be bringing in machining for front and rear housings, and then we're going to be bringing in a new assembly process.
I assume that some of your associates will now transfer over into that new process.
Yes, they will. It's going to the transitions that we're setting up will allow as things phase in and phase out, the associates to move from one area to another.
It's a big investment, dollar-wise, too.
Very
Yes, we're looking at about an $82 million investment over the next several years to install the equipment that Steve mentioned, and that will affect approximately 240 direct and indirect jobs. So we're really excited that it solidifies our future here, our future business out into the next decade.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, it's a great thing for MACI.
You brought along some photos of some of the activities you and your associates have been involved in the past year. And we know here at JTV, your sponsorship of United Way, of Dahlem, environmental educational initiatives have been huge. And you also take care of your associates with cool things like this.
We're really happy to be able to getting back to normal.
Right.
We had to pause some of these activities, but shown on the screen now is our summer picnic that we just resumed after 3 years. Had a phenomenal turnout, great time for the associates. We really liked the opportunity to interact outside of work. So the event was great. We brought that back. Also, more recently, we had our trunk or treat which is really popular with the associates and their families. We had over 1,000 attendees at the trunk or treat, gave away over 50,000 pieces of candy, and just really had a great time.
You have your own city almost when you have all the employees, family, and friends.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I was a judge one year at this to pick the winner.
Really?
It was really
Yeah.
hard.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. They go all out.
Well, we might have to bring you back. You can see in the picture, Steve and I, we participated, but we didn't win.
Those are just your Saturday outfits.
Yeah.
Looks like
Very cool.
yeah, fun time had by all. I already know the answer to this question, but is MACI hiring?
Oh, yes, we are hiring. We're doing a pretty good job actually,
Yeah.
maintaining our staff levels. But we do still have some openings. We have about 40 direct positions. Recruiting is ongoing. We have a weekly hiring event, so we are interested in adding a few more people to the family. And details are online at mishauto.com.
What would you tell people, Steve, about pursuing a career at MACI? Maybe some things that one wouldn't expect. Maybe just some experiences you've had along the way that would interest someone maybe looking for a new career.
Well, there's actually quite a few things. So in order to be hired, you have to have your GED. We are bringing people in that have not completed their GED yet,
Okay.
and we are providing them the opportunity. They can work, and then after work, we have some people coming in and doing training, and it allows them to take their GED right on site so that they can be hired directly.
That's great.
We have a TSD program, which is our Technical Skills Development Program, where we're bringing associates off the floor and put them into like a journeyman or trades program. And then as far as working in the shop, I think we have to acknowledge that, yeah, we've had some overtime issues in the past, but we've worked really hard in the last several years. We've brought overtime down to a reasonable level to provide the kind of that work-home balance that everybody's looking for now.
Investment, $82 million, it's really great news for the community because the concern about how do the tier one suppliers react to the changes to EV locally. Well, you get a lot of your supplies and parts right here, produced here. So that's good news for the Jackson manufacturing economy as well.
It's always been part of our purchasing philosophy to buy local when it's possible. So that's part of being a community partner.
And I think when we started seeing how EV was going to impact the big three, we in this community started to look at, wow, we've got so many combustible engine parts suppliers that's going to change, and it's good to see that we're already ahead of that.
Right. So, doing the compressors that we make now, we've been doing them for over 30 years, and I think this investment shows that we're going to be around for another 30 years, and who knows what we'll be making 30 years from now, but you'll always want air conditioning in your vehicle.
There's no doubt.
Well, even more vehicles will require this to cool the battery.
Yes.
Even if you get a stripped down car without air conditioning, you're going to have cooling compressor for the battery.
To do fast charging, you will, yep.
Yeah, it's an exciting industry to follow. I'm going to let Bart get his electric vehicle before me, but we're following it. We're excited. I can't wait to see where we're at in 5 years. I don't think you guys probably have a better idea than we do, but it'll be exciting. Will it be a big difference on the road, do you think?
Yeah, I would think so. There's a lot of vehicles already available and already out.
Right.
We are passing through a lot of compressors currently that are going on current model production.
Wow.
And we've had some of them at MACI for the events, the family events. We got to look in them, we got to drive them. Really nice vehicles.
Cool.
What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
We were talking about that on the way in. we're both staying local in town. We're not going to get on the roads with all the other travelers, but
Nice.
we're just having family
We'll have
local.
family
and
over.
Yeah,
Great.
little R&R.
Nice. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
too.
You also.
From MACI, Vice President Steve Sauter and Joe Shaughnessy, as they get ready for a big investment in the plant and in the community. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you
Thanks.
very much.
Thank you.
Up next on the morning show, Jim Dolson joins us from US Staffing, so stay with us.